Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Shut up, Rick. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Official Rules, a Sweepstakes Podcast, being brought to you on this crisp New England evening, October 7th. It is a Tuesday, and it is the second day of Monopoly at McDonald's. It's been quite some time. It's off to a ripping start. They've given away a ton of prizes, ton of food, ton of cash. And this will be our special McDonald's Monopoly Edition episode of Official Rules, a Sweepstakes podcast. If you've had luck with Monopoly, if you are stuck in the muck and cannot get any codes to come through, any issues, any big wins outside of Monopoly, drop us a line, sweepstakespodcast at gmail.com. Again, sweepstakespodcast at gmail.com. Well, so day one, yesterday the 6th, which was Monday, I was up at around 5:30, and for this new Monopoly, they've made some interesting changes that I was not used to in the previous version. So this has kind of a digital twist to it. So you can order specific items on the app for pickup, and it will give you digital codes to use for the game. You can, of course, go to the restaurant and purchase items to get a physical code that you can peel off, which is what a lot of us are used to. But as I've told people, what I love about this game, unlike when I was a kid, you don't have to save up the pieces and get a board from McDonald's. You can basically enter in your codes in your McDonald's app, and it keeps track of everything, which I absolutely love. So beyond buying their product, with their brilliant marketing, they have made available a AMOE, alternative method of entry link online, where you can make up to 5 requests per day, and each request will net you 2 codes. So you'll get a total of 10 codes, plus after you're done with your code and you either get a property or you get some kind of prize or instant win with food, there is also a bonus play, which will either be a win or a try again. Some people have won a bunch of stuff day one, others not so much. So it is totally random. What I did find out, because we went to redeem some food, just as a heads up, you can use 1 reward or deal per order. So you can't, for instance, win 3 breakfast sandwiches and then go redeem them all in the same transaction. So it's going to be 1 per transaction. But if you happen to, let's say, in the morning, go through and you're lucky enough to right away get your codes, more on that later. But let's say you get your codes and you decide to go to McDonald's later and pick up a drink, pick up a sandwich, pick up a large fry, and something else that maybe you get a digital code for. The total limit of game pieces played, a combination of digital and physical, is limited to a total of 10. So if you do your total of 10 AMOEs and then happen to go to McDonald's and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 peel-offs, depending on how much you're eating or how big of a family you're feeding, if you've already put in 10, you're going to have to wait till the next day to enter in or scan your physical codes, which will also cut down on the amount of AMOE entries that you have to do. So regardless of how you decide to get your pieces, they're going to cap you at 10 total. So if you're a big fan of McDonald's, maybe you'll be getting it the food route. If you're more of a sweeper and maybe don't eat at McDonald's too often, you'll be going the AMOE route. But if you go purchase items, you will get your physical pieces while supplies last. If you're doing the alternative method of entry, day one, it worked swimmingly for me in the morning as I entered at around 5:30 a.m., went through, got all my pieces, one couple food items, got my game pieces, and that was that. Day two of AMOE has been quite different. So I put in my request around 6 a.m., I did not even get, not talking about the codes, there's a bit of a process here. And our friend Bill Jensen has done a wonderful video on his Facebook page on how the game works. So you will go to the McDonald's site, either through your app or on your desktop, tablet, whatever you prefer. And in the official rules, you will go down to Section 4, how to play. And then Section 4, subsection C, receive game pieces without making a purchase. Within the first two lines, there is a line that says visiting the AMOE website, and that contains the actual link. You would click on that and enter in your email address, confirm that you're 18 years of age or older, do the security verification, click that you've read the official rules. You'll continue to the verification. It will then send you an email. Now, this is just step one. That's your one-time password that is being sent to your email. On day one, if you did it early in the morning, you received it right away. It's a 6-digit code that you can copy, click the link underneath, proceed to enter it, then enter your personal details, name, your suffix, which many people will put none unless you're a junior, a third, or fourth, whatever, as well as putting in your address and clicking another verification box, then moving forward from there. And finally, once you submit that, again, if it was early yesterday, you would immediately get another email, which when you open it will give you 2 game codes to enter in on your app. So this is where a lot of people are getting stuck at a couple spots. A, there have been issues with the first part of the 2-step request with the one-time password not coming right away. Well, a lot of people don't stare at their email all day, so it could come in a couple minutes. It could come in 2 hours. In my case, it took about 10 hours today to come at around, forget if it was 3 or 4 o'clock, somewhere around that time, around 4 o'clock or so. And you have a limited amount of time to take that one-time password, follow the link, enter it, and then move on to step 2. If your day gets busy, if you're working, if you're not checking your email, if that email comes in with the one-time password code and you're not available, it does have a fairly quick expiration. So what I have found out, and what a lot of people have found out, if you miss that and you put in 5 requests right away, you have a total of approximately 8 one-time password requests per day, even though there's a limit of 5 total entries that come up with 2 codes each, if that makes sense. So you could essentially enter 5 times. Each entry will net you 2 codes, but you can only make the one-time password request 8 times a day. So if you put in 5, you missed them because you were working, that leaves you for 3, and there's no guarantee if you put them in right now, as I'm recording at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, there's no guarantee that you're going to get them before a midnight cutoff, which would drag you into the next day. Also, let's say you do get the one-time password request. So it took me about 10 hours to get the one-time password request today. I completed all 5 of them that I requested, and there's no guarantee that I will get the codes today. So, word of advice, take it or leave it. Grab a slice if you want, or just leave it there. It seems like McDonald's servers and, whatever is running this game is getting bogged down, because thankfully, this is great marketing, and the contest with just traditional people that love McDonald's, sweepers, whatever, is very popular. So it was very easy to get all your codes and your passwords to work first thing in the morning. I also noticed on day one, about 5 hours in from midnight on East Coast time, they had already given away $10,000. And since then, I think they've given away a total of 4 $10,000 prizes, which we'll go over all the prizes later because it is a massive list. And as I mentioned, we are dedicating this episode 45 of Official Rules, a Sweepstakes podcast. I should edit that. I'm not going to. Official Rules, a Sweepstakes podcast to the McDonald's Monopoly game, and we'll be going over all the prizes. Give them some grace, be patient, wait for your codes, and do them a favor. I mean, if you're the type of person that, eats fast food here and there, go ahead and buy some of the product, especially if you got some free ones. So I did get a coffee this morning with my free sandwich, and then in the afternoon, my dear wife was nice enough to pick me up a large caramel iced coffee, which I've never had at McDonald's. And for $1.99, believe it or not, I was actually impressed, and it was a great iced coffee. So, like I said, have you won? Let me know. sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. So we've gone over the process, and I'll give you yet another tip here. So at my, we'll call it workstation, I do all my sweepstakes on, I guess you could call it my laptop. My laptop is connected to a large widescreen monitor with a keyboard, so it's kind of like a desktop setup. I got my big monitor so I could see everything. And what I did notice, again, a couple things I love about this version of the Monopoly game. I took a physical piece today and I scanned it with my phone, which is the whole point. It comes up with a little box and it tells you to scan your game piece. Did you know if you have the phone in one hand ready to scan a code and you have a tablet or let's say widescreen monitor for which an email comes up and has your codes, you can literally scan the screen of your laptop, your desktop display, your tablet with your phone, and it will scan the code from your email. So I thought it was only scanning actual tickets, but when I saw the scan happening, it looked like it was actually reading the letters one by one. So if you don't want to type them in, go ahead and use your phone, scan physical game pieces, scan your computer screen, scan away. So a little fun fact and tip. So you've put in your one-time password. You've been very patient. You got your game codes. You redeemed them. Hopefully you won some delicious free food. Maybe you won some points. Maybe you won one of the instant win prizes. Our friend Bill was also mentioning that when you go into the app and you go to the Monopoly section, you can see a lot of information on there as far as your properties at the bottom. It's got a home button. Obviously, it has the add code button dead center at the bottom. It has a little money bag for your bonus plays and a button that says claim prize, which is going to be something that's a fairly decent prize should you be an instant winner or collect the properties. But our friend Bill Jensen, Captain Billy J Travels, did mention when you are in the app and you have the 3 bars to the top right corner, I'm on an Android phone, and you click on menu and you have these little sounds going on. If you go to my game account, it will also give you your gameplay history, which will tell you the stuff you won, the properties you won, your claim prizes, and it also gives you a nice quick link to the actual official rules. So nice tip there. Thank you, Mr. Bill. So you're as excited as I am for the McDonald's game, but what can you actually win? Well, it's a big list, but I'd like to go over what do you have to get besides an AMOE entry at McDonald's to actually win. This is another great thing that they did. So as always, you could collect physical game pieces, but they also have different foods that you can buy on the app, which will get you a digital game piece. Same exact thing. One's physical, one's digital. You either win, you lose, you get a property, you don't, whatever. So if you are getting physical game pieces, and again, this is always while supplies last, so if you have a busier McDonald's, they're probably going to run out of game pieces as compared to a slower McDonald's. So one physical game piece is going to be attached to the packaging for the following eligible items. So if you get a large soft drink, my favorite, the orange high C, an iced tea or lemonade, and it says, but excluding all Cosmix beverages, which I think was a McDonald's spinoff. We don't have one anywhere near here. You'll get a game piece, a medium and a large hot McCafe beverage, which includes premium roast coffee, mocha, latte, cappuccino, Americano, macchiato, as well as hot tea and hot chocolate. All of those are included. Large iced coffee, which I had today, a Big Mac, a Filet-O-Fish, which my darling wife had, a 10-piece chicken nugget, which my son had, hash browns, McMuffin sandwiches, and large fries. Those will all get you one physical piece. The kicker is, and my favorite as a kid, you will get 2 physical game pieces attached to the packaging of a 20-piece Chicken McNugget, or if they don't have the packaging, they're supposed to provide you with a separate card depending on the restaurant. Again, you'll peel, you'll scan. If you've already got your 10, you'll save them to the next day and then scan them, but those will be your physical codes. Now on to section B, the digital game pieces, which is a completely different set of food and drink items, which I think is great. So if you're used to ordering on the mobile app, or if you haven't, give it a try and get your digital game pieces. This will include one, again, for the following items: a 4-piece McCrispy strips, a McCrispy sandwich, excluding limited time only McCrispy sandwiches, biscuit sandwiches, excluding sausage biscuit sandwich, McGriddle sandwiches, excluding sausage McGriddle sandwiches, medium fries, large cold McCafe beverages, which will be iced lattes, iced caramel macchiatos, iced mochas, and frappes, a large smoothie, or a quarter pounder with cheese. Those will all net you one game piece. So regardless of what you like, even if you don't like their food items, go get yourself a coffee. Like our friend Carolyn, the contest queen, go get yourself a nice tea, a hot tea from McDonald's, and get the cheap ones. The hash browns around me are like 2 for $4.29. So if you don't like any of the meat over there, get some potato hash browns. And get to winning. You'll be collecting the pieces. If you're not sure how Monopoly works, you got to collect like colored properties. Some of them will have 2 pieces, like the cheap properties, Mediterranean and Baltic, and the expensive properties, Park Place and Boardwalk. Most of the other ones will have 3. The railroads will have 4. And then, of course, the utilities, waterworks, and electric company have 2 as well. It's no muss, no fuss. The board will kind of keep your pieces together for you. You could always go back and see which ones you have. My wife is up to 2 yellow properties, so she's 1 property away from getting a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Great prize. And speaking of which, this will probably be the longest part of the show because I'm going to go through all the prizes. And again, these are in the official rules, which for this game is an absolutely monster list of rules. I don't know about you, but for all the sweepstakes that I get into, I like reading the rules. And I even got tired at one point because we had a sweeper meeting the other day. And I was telling people, I saw online that they have prizes that aren't even in the official rules. Well, it turns out I fell asleep while I was going through them. Never got all the way to the end. So, again, our friend Bill Johnson, thank you for correcting me on that. You have a lot of instant win food prizes. As I'm reading here, and I want to make sure I get this number right. In Section 6 of Game Prizes, Odds of Winning, and ARVs. As McDonald states, potential winning game pieces are distributed on a generally random basis. That's kind of scary. A generally random basis across the universe of game pieces. It is planned that approximately, listen to this, approximately 644,657,971 total game pieces will be available and be distributed during the game period. How did they ever come up with that number? The overall odds of a game participant winning an instant win prize, mostly food, as of the outset of the game are 1 in 5. So just slightly worse than a scratch ticket that you would get in Connecticut, for instance, which are usually 1 in 4, 1 in 4.1, or 1 in 3.9. But 644 million game pieces. That just lets you know how much business McDonald's does and what a juggernaut they are till this day. Instant win food prizes, a small soft drink or a small premium roast coffee. Odds are winning 1 in 46, an apple pie or a small fry, 1 in 25. My friend Shut Up Rick, he won 2 chocolate chip cookies, 1 in 98. Good job there, pal. A vanilla cone or small fries, 1 in 32. A McChicken sandwich. Yes, sandwich with a G. Or double cheeseburger, 1 in 42. A small McCafe frap, small shake, or a small smoothie, 1 in 68. A 4-piece chicken nugget, McNugget, or a snack wrap, 1 in 49. Any biscuit breakfast sandwich, 1 in 38. They also have McDonald's rewards points, which our friend Lori hit one today for, I believe, 3,000. But the rewards points are 1,500, so 1,500 points. That one is 1 in 133. 3,000 points, which are 1 in 5,048, 4,500 points, 1 in 1,591, and 6,000 points, which can get you a fillet of fish, 1 in 1,591. Retail value on that one up to $10. Ooh, $10 sandwich. Holy cow. So those are your food and point prizes. So we go on to collecting. The actual properties are brown properties, Mediterranean and Baltic Avenue. Auto Technica turntable bundle, a wireless turntable, wireless speaker, one pair of earbuds, and a vinyl record cleaning kit. They're going to have 100 of those prizes available. Retail value $513. The light blue properties, Oriental Avenue, Vermont Avenue, and Connecticut Avenue. You will win the choice of one of 3 Polaris vehicles. This is where it gets awesome. The Polaris vehicles are those Rangers, the Slingshots. They're kind of either off-road or on-road, very cool-looking vehicles. Check them out. They got high ARVs. They're going to be in the $30,000 range plus. So good luck to everybody playing the game. And I wouldn't mind that Slingshot. I always like those. I think those are super cool. It's getting a little cool in New England. But who knows? They're going to have 7 of those total prizes available for the light blue properties. Going on to the purple properties, St. Charles Place, States Avenue, and Virginia Avenue. You could potentially win 1 million American Airlines Advantage miles. They're going to have 5 of those prizes available. They're stating the retail value of that 1 million miles. I don't know how many flights you get for that, but it's stating the value is $24,700. So if you're a frequent flyer or a traveler, best of luck on that one. I don't know if I would make use of that because I'm not a big flyer, but who knows. The orange properties, St. James Place, Tennessee Avenue, and New York Avenue. And side note, if you like to play Monopoly, this is the odds-wise, the best property to own. So if someone ever wants your boardwalk piece and wants to make a deal and give you orange properties so you could complete your Monopoly, always go with the orange properties because statistics-wise, they are the most landed on spots in a game of Monopoly. The more you know. Here comes the rainbow. Do. Shut up, Rick. St. James Place, Tennessee Avenue, and New York Avenue. A trip to 4, I should say, to Universal Orlando Resort. 15 of these prizes available. Total retail value on that one, $5,016. The red properties, Kentucky Avenue, Indiana Avenue, and Illinois Avenue. A VIP tour and trip experience for 4 at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Round-trip airfare, transportation gift card, meals, transport to and from airports, food coupons. Nice little trip there. Retail value on that one, $9,550. 21 of those prizes available. The yellow properties, Atlantic Avenue, Ventnor Avenue, and Marvin Gardens. As I mentioned before, a brand new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited. They'll be having 5 of these particular prizes. See the official rules. Looks like it says the Jeep vehicle prize includes dual pane sunroof, luxury tech group, and trailer option. This is not a cheap one. This is a $52,475 approximate value vehicle that you can get. So good luck to everybody collecting the yellow properties. Coming up on the green properties, Pacific Avenue, North Carolina Avenue, and Pennsylvania Avenue. Simple enough, a $10,000 Lowe's shopping spree. There are 25 of those prizes available. They're basically going to give you 5 $2,000 Lowe's gift cards. Lowe's is my place. I would probably stock up on a bunch of tools and, I don't know, get it. Hopefully, if they don't expire, have those cards for a really, really long time for odds and ends. The one I'm shooting for, because I absolutely love the way this looks. And if you're into being out on the road or traveling or campers in general, check out the 2026 Winnebago View 24D RV motorhome. This is if you collect Park Place and Boardwalk. One winner. Retail value of this thing over $250,000, $253,883. And it's not like one of the mega bus class A's, but it is a great sized RV. Honestly, I'd have to take out a loan to pay the taxes, but even if the taxes on this thing are $50,000, to get a $250,000 RV for $50,000, that's a deal for me. We got the railroads, Reading or Reading Railroad, depending on where you're from, Pennsylvania Railroad, B&O, and Short Line. A trip for up to 4 to a Monopoly Go location. 6 prizes available. And it's your choice of one of 11 Monopoly Go destinations: New York City, Paris, London, Tokyo, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Amsterdam, Barcelona, New Orleans, Monaco, or Maui. The winner and up to 3 guests, travel, hotel accommodations, lodging, everything, whole ball of wax. Retail value $50,000. That is a heck of a trip. Maybe a little out of bounds for me, because that taxes on that are killer too. But again, if you like to travel, why not? And then we have, for the properties rounding out, Waterworks and Electric Company. You win a prize of a 77-inch TV from Best Buy. This would be a Samsung model 77S90F OLED 4K TV. And they are doing 50 of those prizes. That TV has a value of approximately $3,700. So it is not your standard LED TV. This is quite a nice 77-inch Samsung. So good luck to everybody who's collecting all of these properties. So you figure that would be the end of it? No, it is absolutely not the end of it, because as you remember, as I said earlier, you scan the codes, you scan your physical codes, you get your digital codes, but there is also a bonus play prize. So most everybody is winning some kind of food item, a small soft drink or premium roast coffee, apple pie and small fries, the cookies, vanilla cones, frappes, 4-piece nuggets, snack wraps, McChicken, double cheeseburger, biscuit sandwich, blah, 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 blah. During bonus play, there is a prize randomly available every minute. There are also 28 $10,000 cash prizes randomly available, one each day of the bonus play. So every day, and it's pretty much seeded as being nothing but luck. And if your time comes, it comes. When you think you're about to win an apple pie, you're about to win approximately 8,500 apple pies in the form of $10,000 cash. The bonus plays also give you the same opportunity to get McDonald's rewards points again, 1,500, 3,000, 4,500, or 6,000 points, which is great. So those instant wins are wonderful, but if that wasn't enough, the bonus plays also have additional instant wins that make this a even longer list. You have a Ulta Beauty $20 e-rewards code prize. 14,250 of these prizes available. A $20 Uber Eats e-gift code, 30,000 prizes available. The Peacock Premium 2-month subscription, 1 million prizes available. Now, I was originally going to sign up for this, but it looks like if you sign up, you're going to put all your information in. They'll give you 2 months of Peacock, but they also say you're not going to be, charged for the first 2 months, but they're going to start charging you, starting with the third month unless you cancel. I have my own feelings about stuff like that, so I'm just going to let that sit in my unclaimed folder. A $25 Best Buy e-gift card, 4,000 of those prizes available. A DoorDash $25 digital e-gift code, 12,688 of those prizes available. Interesting number there. A $25 Fanatics promo code, there's 12,000 of those available. A Roku indoor camera, 10,000 of those available. Retail value just under $30. A $35 Grubhub e-gift code, 17,143 prizes available. Interesting set number there. New Era, a 35 e-gift card prize, 5,714 of those available. $40 Out of the Woods e-gift code. Not sure what Out of the Woods is, but 5,000 of those available. A Monopoly Go dice code prize. I guess it's a prize you could use within the game Monopoly Go. 12,000 of those available. A $50 Best Buy e-gift card. 2,000 of those available. A DoorDash $50 e-gift code, 3,500 of those available. $50 of My Lowe's Money e-gift codes, 7,000 of those available. $50 to Photo Prints Now, 12,000 of those prizes available. $50 to Ulta Beauty, 100 of those available. The Woobles Bundle Prize. Drop me a line, Sweepstakes Podcast at gmail.com. What are the Woobles? 12,000 of those available. A $50 cash prize. We're getting to cash, folks. 5,100 of those prizes available. Holy cow, they got a lot of cash. Available, payable by e-transfer via PayPal or Zelle. So make sure you have one of those two if you want to claim the prize. A Jeep portable hammock, 50 of those prizes available. Retail value about $56. Sega Sonic Racing Crossworlds for PS5/PS4 digital download, 3,000 of those prizes. Approximate retail value $70. A $100 cash prize, 2,550 of those prizes available. $100 digital e-gift card to DoorDash again. 1,000 of those prizes available. Ulta Beauty again, $100 e-gift card. 100 of those prizes available. Pickleball Paddles US.com, $100 prize code, 2,000 of those available. Everand, 12-month subscription. Not sure what Everand is. I'll have to take a look at it or drop me a line if you know. 1,400 of those available. Audio Technica Sound Burger Portable Bluetooth Turntable Prize, 2,758 of those available. Some kind of Bluetooth turntable that's worth $199. The Jeep Delta Children's Wagon, 50 of those prizes available, approximately $250. A $250 cash prize. They're going to have 1,020 of those prizes available. Again, PayPal or Zelle if you want to claim a cash prize. A Susan Alexandra custom bag, 5 of those prizes available. Must be a nice bag. It's $400 retail value. Even more cash, $500 cash prize. They'll have 510 of those $500 prizes available. The McDonald's Snack Truck Block Party Prize. This was being discussed in one of our sweepstakes meetings. This is a one prize available type of prize. A verified winner will receive a visit from the McDonald's snack truck for up to 100 guests. I mentioned yesterday this would be great if there's some kind of Little League tournament. You can have them show up and feed the kids. But the snack truck will serve chicken McNuggets, world-famous fries, and water to the winner and their guests while supplies last. They need 60 days to book this. The retail value on that is $1,000. It would be a nice thing to do for a town parade, or if you work at a warehouse or a place where you have maybe 100 coworkers or something, that would be very cool. DoorDash for 1 year, 5 prizes available. Each verified winner will receive a DoorDash e-gift code preloaded with $1,560 in value. So they're basing that off of $30 a week for 52 weeks. Not bad. That is a great prize. 5 of those available. Again, retail value $1,560. More TVs. The Samsung OLED 4K TV from Best Buy, model number 55S90F, a 55-inch OLED TV, slightly smaller than the 77-inch one, but still a value just under $2,000. We talked about the 1 million American Airlines miles. Well, they have 100,000 available too, and there are 75 of those prizes available as well. $2,470 retail value. A 65-inch Samsung, model number 65S90F, also an OLED TV, retail value about $2,700. The Coca-Cola Music Experience Prize 1, 2 of these available. Each winner will receive 2 tickets to a prize partner selected 2026 music experience at Citi Field in New York City, and a $3,000 e-gift card that you can use for travel and lodging. Total value of that prize, $3,200. 2 of those prizes available. And then music experience number 2 is in New Orleans, and a $4,000 e-gift card. And that retail value is $5,400. And music experience number 3 is in California, and a $4,500 e-gift card, $5,698 for that experience. So prize music experience number 1 has 2 prizes. Music experience number 2 in New Orleans has 1 prize, and music experience number 3 in California has 5 prizes. The Jeep branded Langford Canoe Prize. You could win a canoe. 6 of these prizes available. I didn't know canoes are, there has to be something more than this. I didn't know a canoe was this expensive. Let me take a look here. So retail value is $4,999. So this is $5,000. Does a canoe really cost $5,000? Yeah, it must be in the dark ages. Yeah, everything says it's just that. It's a canoe. So if you're into canoeing, good for you. 6 of those prizes available, $5,000 each. Coca-Cola Music Experience number 4, 3 prizes available. $4,500 e-gift card. This one is taking place in California as well, $5,738. Music Experience number 5, 3 of those available. $5,000 e-gift card back to New Orleans, $5,800. Music Experience number 6, 3 prizes available. This one is in Manchester, Tennessee, along with a $5,000 e-gift card, $5,834 for that retail value. Music Experience number 7, 3 prizes. Chicago, Illinois, $5,000 e-gift card, $5,850. Music Experience number 8, $4,500 back to California again, $6,498. The Coca-Cola Sports Experience. So they're going to send you 2 VIP tickets to a golf tournament and a $3,000 e-gift card, $7,000 ARV. Music Experience number 9. There are so many prizes here. $4,500 e-gift card back to California. $7,298 total. Sports Experience number 2. 2 prizes. 2 tickets to a sporting event to experience in Daytona, Florida. What could that be? Daytona 500. And a $3,000 e-gift card. $7,500 total ARV. Now we start getting into some serious 5-digit numbers. Trip to the FIFA World Cup 26. 10 of these prizes available. This is for the group stage. The winner and 1 guest, round trip economy airfare, $1,500. That can go towards ground transportation. $4,071 used towards taxes. Total value on that one, $13,571. Now remember, 10 of those available. That's for the group stage. That's not for the final. More on that later. A trip to Curacao, 20 prizes available. One that I saw somebody did win today. A trip for the winner and one guest to Curacao for 5 nights. $300 food and beverage credit, flights, room, the whole shebang, $10,000 ARV. Music experience number 10 in Los Angeles, California, will receive a music studio production experience valued at $40,000. Studio time, engineer, recording. So if you're a singer, rapper, whatever, and you need some studio time, that prize is worth $43,000. There's one prize available. Not for me. I've been told I sing like Beyonce. If Beyonce had the worst voice in the world. $10,000 cash prize. 28 of them. Not much to say there. ARV of $10,000 because they're giving you $10,000. Payable by check or wire in U.S. dollars, so not PayPal or Zelle. 1 million Wyndham Rewards points. 16 of those prizes available. According to them, 1 million Wyndham Rewards points is worth $13,000. So you can stay at Wyndham Properties and have a swell time. The McDonald's Ultimate Fan Prize Package to the FIFA World Cup 26 Finals. 2 prizes available. Trip for 2 to the finals in New York/New Jersey. This would be a bucket list item for my cousin because he has been a soccer fan and played soccer his whole life. You get the whole shebang trip, $14,571 as an offset for the taxes, which is great. To show you how expensive tickets to the World Cup final are, they're giving you $14,500 to offset the taxes on a total prize that's worth just over $48,000 for you and one guest to see one soccer game. It's going to be the ultimate fan program package, so I'm sure it's just not seats. There's going to be, I'm sure, swag and a whole shebang of stuff, but an unbelievable type trip, whether or not you're a soccer fan, even if you don't watch soccer. Go to the World Cup. I hear it's a life-changing event. The Winnebago 2026 Thrive 18 FBS travel trailer prize. So now this is not the RV that you get from winning Boardwalk and Park Place and collecting those. It's a travel trailer. So that is one, as I've been looking at them for about 5-6 years, that you hook up to your car or your truck. So it's not one that, drives by itself like an RV, but nevertheless, I'll have to look up this one because that would be a nice prize to win. This one has a retail value, not quite $250,000. This one's at $48,000 because obviously it's not attached to anything that goes vroom vroom, but a wonderful prize nonetheless. 5 prizes available of the 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So this would be, in addition, it looks like, reading the rules, in addition to the yellow properties, you would get this as an opportunity for an instant win as well. So $52,000 retail value for those Jeeps. And finally, $1 million cash prize. They're going to give you payments of $50,000 a year for 20 years, no interest included. But $50,000 is $50,000, and good luck to whoever wins that. I have to work on the assumption that this will be at the end, unless it is completely random, although they said generally random, so maybe they will save the $1 million seating towards the end of the game. Now, how about this number under Section H? the total ARV of all prizes available in this game. Now, again, a lot of game pieces are going to be thrown out and not collected, so nothing is saying that all these prizes are going to be collected. But how about this number for total available prizes available in the game? $471,935,862, and don't forget the 34 cents. Absolutely mind-blowing amount of retail value, which we're in the sweepstakes hobby. If you're listening to this podcast, you're probably not going to find any other sweep that comes even remotely close. HGTV Dreamhouse is a speck of dust on this absolutely massive number of almost $500 million in total prizes. So yeah, pretty interesting. They're also going to have level up rewards. They have property perks. So when you collect any 4 properties, they're going to give you a code for 1 free month of Peacock. When you collect any 8 properties, you'll get a code for 30% off at Fanatics. Level 3, if you collect any 12 properties, you'll get 50% off of photo prints at Photo Prints Now. Level 4 property perks, when you collect any 16, you'll get a code for a free Woobles Mystery Accessory Kit. Again, please tell me what Woobles are. Level 5, when you collect any 20 properties, you'll get 15% off pickleball paddles. Level 6, when you collect 24, you'll get a 30-day trial subscription at the Plus tier. Valid at Everrand. It looks like it's something to do with audio or ebooks. Maybe my friend Carolyn Fensel will tell me about that, our friend the author. When you collect 28 properties, you'll get an email for a code for Best Buy for a $10 reward certificate. And number 8, when you collect 32 properties, you'll get a code for Monopoly Go to get a Mr. M token for use in the Monopoly Go game. Holy cow, that is a lot of prizes, a lot of talking, and I'm scared to see how far we are in the podcast. Holy crap, we are almost up to an hour. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a little while since I did a podcast, but again, I'm dedicating this one to McDonald's. It seems like it's been forever. I used to remember and love playing this game as a kid, and there was so much chitter chatter in middle school. Oh, which property you get? Oh, what you win? Blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, there would be the kids that are lying. Oh, yeah, my cousin has Boardwalk. He's waiting for the end of the game. Well, you're a liar, because there were some undesirable folks, if you watch the documentary McMillions, who they were the only winners, but more on that another time. Trying to stay positive and enjoying this sweepstakes. So thanks for listening to all that. I wish you the best of luck. Let me know how everything's going with your McDonald's prize pieces. Quickly checking on my email. No codes have come in. So we are almost at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll have about 4 hours till midnight. If they don't come in, who cares? Not a big deal. I'm having fun with all the chitter chatter about the game and everybody's experience trying to collect, not collecting, or not even bothering in some cases with McDonald's, which that is completely up to you. If you're a sweeper, and I take this from a lot of our folks that have been in the sweeping game for a long, long time. You don't have to do every sweepstakes. You don't have to do the biggest of the big sweepstakes if they don't interest you, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the inclination to, if you just think the odds are ridiculous. And I didn't go over many of the odds because I was doing enough talking as it was. But a lot of the odds for the prizes in the McDonald's game are sky high, like outrageously, you essentially have a better chance of winning the Powerball or Mega Millions for some of the prizes if you're talking about the seeding of the tickets and the properties and how you have to collect them. But yeah, I've been excited to have the sweepstakes get up and running. It's finally up and running. It seems like McDonald's is doing a great job with their sponsors and keeping everything on the up and up as far as we know. So we'll see how everything goes and what happens at the end. Now, as far as my top 5, we're going to put McDonald's in at number 5. Because it's going to run for an entire month. There's tons of prizes. Everybody has the availability to win food or points, or who knows, maybe you're going to stumble upon and be one of the lucky folks who does a bonus play, and wouldn't you know it, you just won $10,000. And I certainly wish for that to happen to you. But at number 5, we're going to put on our top 5 list for this week, we're going to put McDonald's. I'll put a link to the alternative method of entry in the liner notes for the podcast, so be sure to check those out. Coming in at number 4, another great one. It is a daily, the McCormick Sunday Reset Sweepstakes. They're going to award 100 grand prize winners a $300 Instacart gift card and a McCormick Spice Pack. So total retail value for this one is going to be $34,000 for all the prizes. It is a daily, and it's running from September 25th through October 12th, open to all legal residents of the U.S. and D.C., ages 18 and older. Coming in at number 3, and just to be on the up and up, I will be leaving my referral link for this one. It is the Sony Music Halloween Bundle Giveaway. Set of vinyl records including Ghostbusters, Michael Jackson, and the Stranger Things soundtracks. So straight up vinyl there. This is for legal residents of the U.S., D.C., Canada, excluding our friends in Quebec. Sorry about that. The United Kingdom, Germany, and Japan, ages 18 and older. This one runs through the 31st of October, and it started on the 1st. So I'll leave my referral link there for you as well. And coming up on number 2, the Filter Buy Jeep Wrangler Sweepstakes. This is a good one. So Filter Buy does a lot of sweepstakes. They're giving away a Jeep Wrangler 2025, retailing over $50,000. It's running through November 14th. If you need filters, go through Filter Buy and buy your filters, because you're going to get credit for every dollar you spend. If it's something where you don't need filters, you don't want filters, you don't want to buy it, that's fine. You can still go to their website, follow them on Facebook, watch a video, blah, blah, blah. I'll be leaving my referral link for that one as well. But check it out, and it's another car prize. So we'll see how that all works out. Coming in at number 1, a special surprise. You, the listeners, are number 1. I wanted to thank everybody for listening to this podcast. I get emails now and again from folks who have been listening from the beginning. New people who are just picking up the podcast who say, I don't have a group of my own. I love listening to the podcast. I love just to hear somebody talking about this great hobby. So I'm putting you guys in at number 1. Thank you so much for listening. My podcasts themselves get between 30 and 100 listens now. So I'm thrilled. And like I tell everybody who emails me at sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com, as long as one person is listening, I'm going to keep going with the podcast. It used to be a little bit more regular. I had a set day, but as life happens and as stuff happens, you got to put the fun stuff aside sometimes, and take care of the stuff that life throws at you. But I love doing the podcast. I love this hobby. Love talking to people about the hobby, what they've won. Actually, a friend of mine who asked me, he was just amazed to hear about like all the stuff I win. And he says, well, how can I get into it? I'm like, well, let me ask you this. Do you want to enter every day and set aside about an hour of your day to really commit to this? Well, he said, no, not really. I'm like, well, let me do this. Whenever there's a one-time entry for a nice prize, I'll send you the link. He said, deal. So I've been sending him stuff, no real results until last week. We were entering a sweepstakes for Jägermeister, which had, I believe it was like a $5,000, some kind of grand prize. But he did end up winning the first prize, which was a shot ski, which I'm assuming to be something that is in the form or a shape of a ski that holds shots. So congratulations, Fran. You got your first sweepstakes win, my friend, and I'm very happy for you. One thing I want to bring up, this is usually where we end the show. And I'm going to keep it positive. But one thing that I was really curious about, and I've come across car sweepstakes, which who wouldn't want to win a car? But there are some sweepstakes, for instance, Manos Brooklyn Coachworks, a Land Rover Defender giveaway. So they're giving away a custom Land Rover Defender 90, which is a Jeep-like vehicle, but it's made by Land Rover, who makes, even back then, some of the best off-road vehicles on the planet. So this is a custom job. It's a one-time entry. They are stating that the vehicle itself is worth over $100,000. And love sponsors, love companies that give away stuff. But if you go to bringatrailer.com, you're going to see some of the cleanest, lowest mileage, nicest spec'd out cars possible. And all you have to do is put in Land Rover 90 or Defender 90, and you could see what these incredibly nice condition, some of them original vehicles go for. And some of them get up there, but on average, for the Land Rover, they're between the 30s and 50s. One of them sold for 88. The interesting thing is they say, well, in lieu of the grand prize, you can choose a cash prize of $20,000. So they're pegging this Land Rover Defender as being a $100,000 vehicle. Well, but if you don't want the vehicle, we'll give you 20 grand. Something doesn't sit right about that. So that's one I didn't enter because, you can do a fair market value adjustment on your taxes, but it's going to bring up a huge red flag when they give you a 1099 for 115 and you claim that the vehicle is only worth 30 or 40. So I'm going to skip out on that one. There's also NOS energy drink, NOS or NOS. They're giving away an 87 Camaro IROC. Looks like a Z28, which is I love those kind of cars. That was from, I grew up in the 90s, so a lot of the cars that were around in high school, a lot of people had Camaros, and it was just a very neat looking car. They're giving away a custom 87 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z. They're valuing this vehicle at $75,000. So again, you go to bringatrailer.com. You could look up, all these stunningly old, there's a 35,000 mile 86 Chevrolet Camaro Z28, 37,000 miles on a car that was made in 86, sold for $12,250. Even a 357 mile 89 Camaro IROC Z, that one sold for 56 grand. Another 86 IROC sold for $16,000. I love the idea about giving away classic cars, but I mean, you either have a retail value, which it seems like they can put whatever retail value they want on it, but let's go by insurance values. If you take hold of the prize and a meteor crashes into it 5 seconds later, what's the insurance company going to give you for that car? Are they going to say, oh, they 1099'd you for 75 grand? No problem. We're going to replace it for 75 grand. You can turn blue waiting in the corner for that to happen, because that'll never happen. So the point of this is, be careful what you wish for. It would be great to win something like this, but just the taxes alone are like you're just paying for the car outright. So be careful on the ones you enter. If money's no object for you, then good for you. Win whatever you can, and congratulations. But that's going to do it for a 1 hour, 6 minute Monopoly McDonald's Marathon edition of Official Rules, a Sweepstakes podcast. I am your host, Jay Victor. Thank you for joining us. Good luck with McDonald's Monopoly. Good luck with sweeping. Good luck in life. Stay positive and join us next time. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
This has been a father and son production.